Gen Z suffers from menu anxiety when dining out, with many too scared to order their own meals. Ladies and gentlemen, this is not a joke. This is like actual research. They polled like 2,000 people aged 18 to 24, and a large portion of them seemingly suffer from menu anxiety. Which kind of makes me want to jump off a cliff, not gonna lie. These are people my age. Now, don't get me wrong. Obviously, I do get social anxiety. I do understand it. Heck, I have social anxiety, okay? But I don't really have a problem going to a restaurant and talking to the waiter so that I can order my food, dude. That's a bit ridiculous at that point. If you're anxious in choosing an item from the menu, I mean, what, dude? Gen Z, we are going to change the world. Also, Gen Z, mommy, can you order my food for me? I'm scared to talk to the waiter who someone hired specifically to take your order. All right, specifically to be sort of friendly, and just, they're there for that one purpose. They're not going to feel awkward if you ask them for this item on the menu, or if you ask them for prices, or like, how much does this cost? Is this a good item? Like, that's going to be one step above from actually ordering something. But Jesus Christ, here we have the article. Gen Z suffers from menu anxiety when dining out, with many too scared to order their own meals. A surprising majority of young people reported suffering from menu anxiety when eating in a public setting, a study conducted by a British restaurant chain Prezzo found. Researchers asked more than 2,000 people how relaxed they felt eating out, hoping to gauge how enjoyable the experience is for everyone. About 86% of Gen Z adults aged 18 to 24. So this isn't even like baby Gen Z. This is like the older part of Gen Z. This is my age type of people here, man. You're letting me down here. Admitted that they've suffered from menu anxiety when dining in restaurants, compared to 67% of all respondents. Some of these young adults, 34%, reported feeling so anxious they wind up asking other people at the table to speak to waiters on their behalf. Dude, listen, if this is your biggest problem in life, as I said, you probably don't have many problems. And our mind kind of has this thing when our life is like extremely privileged and stuff. We sort of start making up new problems because human beings need to have problems to solve, because that's just how our mind works as intelligent animals, right? And I feel like this is sort of a result of coddling a generation, because we grow up a very certain way, we're pretty much a generation with zero social skills and zero ability to communicate outside of social media. Like, these same people probably on like Twitter and Reddit and on all these platforms, they'll be mouthing their asses off. They'll be typing paragraphs and exposés and all of their opinions on the latest celebrities. And, oh, Taylor Swift did this. Oh, she's a horrible person. Oh, this person did this. They'll be talking all day, every day, maybe even in voice chats or something like that. But in real life, like, I don't know what changes in that environment. I sort of get it, but I feel like this is an extreme. If you're asking other people to order for you, that means you can't go to a restaurant by yourself alone and ask someone for food. That is ridiculous. While most people look forward to dining out during the holiday season, we know, as our research shows, it can be stressful for some. Dean Challenger, CEO of Prezzo, told the Post in a statement. The frequent occurrence of this very specific fear appear to be triggered by the increasingly exorbitant cost of a meal out, along with the respondent worrying about not being able to find something they like on the menu, or after the fact, regretting what they ordered. Okay, this is, oh my god. I think I got this wrong. I thought this was to do with social anxiety and just talking to another person, but apparently this is an entirely different problem here. Okay, so if the meal is really costly, here's an amazing thing you can do. Don't go to that restaurant, you imbecile. Cook at home. Go buy some shit. Just like go buy the ingredients and start cooking at home, or go to a cheaper place. Like, if you're gonna get anxious about ordering, don't go to that expensive restaurant. Along with the respondent worrying about not being able to find something they like on the menu. Okay, I guess some restaurants don't have their menu online or whatever, but usually you can sort of check, what they have in store, and then go to the restaurant. I don't go to a place unless I know what I'm gonna eat there, like, or I know that there's a lot of options that I like. But maybe that's just me, like, planning things out. Obviously, some people just go blind and like to order, but I don't think they have menu anxiety. So if that's a problem you're struggling with, maybe just go to one place that you frequent. Like, I eat at the same places every single time, And I order because I'm a spoiled YouTuber, but you know, is what it is. Now, this third one really got me, or after the fact, regretting what they ordered. How about don't order the thing if you're going to regret it? Oh my God. Oh my God. Like, if you're ordering a new thing, I totally understand. I have the same problem where I don't like ordering new things because if I hate it, I don't want to waste food. The way I've been brought up, I don't like throwing away food. So if I order something new, I'm going to order it in small amounts so that I can finish it even if I don't like it, okay? So those are some precautions you need to take, okay? And if you're going to be regretting what you ordered, probably order something that you're familiar with, you know? Jesus Christ. Some even took it to the extreme, with almost 40% of Gen Z customers saying they simply wouldn't go out for dinner if they couldn't check the menu first. I don't think this is menu anxiety. I think this is just being smart, because I would kind of sort of do the same thing. Like, obviously if it's like a special occasion, I'll still go or whatever. But if I can't check the menu, if I don't know what I'm eating, especially since I have, like, you know, I'm pretty sensitive with like spicy food and stuff recently, so I haven't been able to eat that sort of stuff. And there's actually a wide variety of food that I just simply can't eat, which kind of sucks. But I got to be more prepared. So I would fall into this category here. A similar study, this one conducted in the United States, found that 3 in 10 Americans have menu anxiety, with surprise, Gen Z being more nervous than older generations. Okay. You know, I thought these studies were being sort of muddied or whatever, but I've kind of sort of seen this behavior in real life as well, with people having this sort of anxiety. And I feel like the only way to improve from this situation is to just go out there and practice. Go to a bunch of restaurants. Don't even order anything. Just start talking to the waiters and stuff, because as with everything, you get better with practice, okay? You're not, like, people diagnose themselves with like, hey, I have social anxiety, meaning for the rest of my life, I will never be able to communicate with people ever again. And then they just inflict this label on themselves, and it manifests, you know, it becomes real, that you actually find it really hard to even talk to people. But if you just keep practicing, and if you tell yourself, hey, I'm a good speaker, hey, I'm trying, I'm getting better, then you are going to get better, as it works with pretty much everything in life. Like, a lot of people even say that, hey, I suck at maths, I absolutely suck at maths, and they say that like every single day, and it turns out, wow, you actually do suck at maths. Like, of course you're not going to improve if you're going to tell yourself that every single day, you know? The survey of 2,000 adults found younger generations were far more likely to have anxiety while ordering. 41% of Gen Z and millennials aged 18 to 43, compared with only 15% of Gen X and baby boomers. Gen Z has continuously reported alarming rates of general anxiety, which has trickled down to impact typically inconsequential, enjoyable activities such as taking vacations and dining. Honestly, this is a horrible thing, because these are supposed to be like genuine, enjoyable experiences that you're supposed to have a good time on. And if this is becoming a challenge as well, then how are you going to live life, honestly? Like, it's the same thing with like getting offended over everything. Like, they were supposed to be jokes, they were supposed to be cool things that everybody sort of laughed about, but then you sort of make it up to this big thing in your head, and suddenly it's no longer enjoyable, and it's an attack on you, you know? Gabriel Rubin, professor of justice studies at Montclair State University, recently released a study reporting that Gen Z is more afraid of the world than previous generations. What is professor of justice studies? Is that a subject? What the I hope that's not what I think it is. I hope this is criminal justice, right? This is criminal justice, guys, right? Please tell me. All right, Timmy says 80 years ago, this age group was storming the beaches of a Normandy. We've gone to a point where looking at a menu is too large of a burden to carry. We need some serious changes in this country. Fragility and entitlement cannot replace responsibility and accountability. It's an equation that is not sustainable. And despite a lot of people being harsh on Gen Z, I sort of do understand that it's hard not being taught. Okay, they weren't really taught how to socialize, how to deal with these sort of situations, and how to tackle anxiety, right? Because the environment you sort of grown in is an iPad kid, but you sort of have to adapt to the real world once you're, I don't know, out of college or something. But that's kind of what you have to do. Get better at it, you know? Survival of the fittest. I'm a millennial and have no problems ordering off a menu in a restaurant. I'll admit that if I eat fast food or a place has an app, I'll often place the order and bring it home to eat. I'll get what I want, so I don't have to deal with a Gen Z person messing it up, and I can enjoy my meal where it isn't loud and noisy and can't hold a conversation. Let me know what you guys think about Gen Z's menu anxiety. Do you guys suffer from menu anxiety? Come closer. Patak! All right, there we go. Hopefully you no longer suffer from menu anxiety. Jesus Christ, dude. Oh man, take care of yourselves. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.